howdy, Johnny Reb. My name is Southern Soldier, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Manual of Arms, or how to work the musket. So, first order you want to learn is order arms. That is simply take your musket and put it by your side. Now you'll notice that this gun is awfully short. It is because I do not have an actual musket yet. They cost about $1,000, and I don't exactly have that kind of money right now. So I'll just be using a little toy cap gun, but it serves the purpose. So first order is order arms. Just bring the gun down to your right side, take your thumb, put it over the bottom of the gun. Now shoulder arms, you are going to take the gun, pull it up with your right arm, grab it with your left arm, and bring it up while taking your hand and wrapping your pointer finger around the bottom of the trigger guard, and your middle finger with the rest of your fingers around the back of the hammer, holding it like this. Now, the next order is support arms. You are going to take the gun, switch it to where the hammer is facing outward, and then grab it by the stock, bring it up, and put your arm under the hammer and lock it in, and it's going to be on your left side. Now, the next order is going to be, first we're going to go back to shoulder arms, just as simple as that, and then the next order is going to be trail arms. Now trail arms, you're just going to simply grab the gun with your left hand, tilt it down, and grab your hand around the center of the gun and hold it at a bit of an angle. You might want to go in behind the second band, down from the barrel, I mean. So it's just going to simply look like that, and that's how it would look whenever you're carrying it down a trail or something, or if they give you the order. Now, this one is sort of important if it is raining outside like it's about to do right now. If you got water inside of your barrel, you obviously could not shoot the gun. So what you're going to do is take your gun. This one is called, let's see here, secure arms. Now with secure arms, you're going to take the gun, face it outwards like you did with support arms, and then you are going to take your hand, wrap it around the top of the gun, take your thumb, and there is no ramrod on this rifle, but you would put your thumb where the ramrod would be and turn the barrel downwards. Now this is to dump out any water that's in the barrel while also securing your ramrod from going into the mud. Okay, now we're going to go back to shoulder arms. Okay, now the next one is going to be right shoulder shift. Now if I remember correctly, you were going to take the gun and grab it, bring it up, and you were going to take your hand, take your pointer finger, wrap it around one side of the gun, take the rest of your fingers, wrap it around the bottom of the gun. So there should be a corner sticking out of this little gap in your fingers. And then you were going to take it, as one of my first sergeants said, raise nipple to nipple, so the nipple of the gun, or the hammer, with your nipple, bring it up, support it, lean it back just a little bit. You don't want to be hitting your buddy in the head, but you want to have it up, okay? So you're holding it like this. Now, this is important because if you were going to change positions, like if we were going from a march with shoulder arms and we were going to do a right wheel, as you're moving, you would go to right shoulder shift to make it a faster movement, and it would make it easier to carry your gun, okay? Now, I'm going to go back to shoulder arms. Now comes into the parade rest. That's what this one's called. We're going to take your gun, go to order arms, okay? Now this is a little bit difficult because the gun is short, like I said, but for parade rest, you are going to keep your feet together. You're either going to keep your feet together, or you're going to take your right foot, put it in behind your left with the sole against your heel, right foot facing outwards, and then you're going to simply take the gun, leave it where it was at first, so your gun was right here, leave it where it is, go to this position like you would if you were going to fire. I'll get into that in a minute. And then simply tilt the gun to your left, make sure it's secured. Now the rifle would be longer, so it would rest in your elbow, and then you would just take your left hand, put it over your right one, and grasp. And then of course they would say break arms, which means that you can break out of line, or just say break. Okay, now, last thing I want to get into is firing. Now for firing, they're going to say ready. Left foot out like you would in parade arms, right foot behind, sole to the heel, right foot facing out to your right, okay? The tip of it. Now, ready, you're going to raise your gun like this, aim, you would cock it, bring it up, shoulder it, and fire. Boom. Bring the gun back to ready arms, or just ready, and then you are going to load it. Now when loading it, you are going to bring it down, lean it to your left like you did whenever you were doing parade rest, and then you would pull out your cartridge, rip it, pour in the powder, throw the cartridge down on the ground, pull out your, well, our unit doesn't pull out the ramrod, but if your unit does it, you would do that. But we're going to skip the step of pulling out the ramrod, so just dump in the powder. If it's an earlier model reproduction, so like if it's like an 1851 Enfield, you might want to tap it on the ground, make sure the powder's down in there. But if it's like a 61 Enfield or something like that, you don't have to do that, if I remember correctly. It might be the other way around. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I remember it. Okay? Next, you would take your gun, pull it up, decap it. It's important to wait to recap the gun until after you load the powder in, because if you recap the gun or you take the cap off and then start reloading, there could be embers in the bottom of the gun that could ignite while you're loading and blow your hand off, literally. So after you load the powder in, you are then going to raise the hammer, decap it, recap it. Put a cap on the nipple, put the hammer down, go to ready arms. Now ready, aim, fire. Recover. Whenever they say recover, they mean go back to ready arms, and then load. Okay? Now I will get into movements in another video, or maneuvers, but that's just the manual of arms right now. Okay? Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button. If you have a recommendation for a video, please drop it in the comment section, and please subscribe to my channel. This is Southern Soldier, signing out.